Hey y'all, before I get to today's layout, I just wanted to take a moment to talk about a little bit of a scrappy struggle that I have been having with myself and what I propose to do about it. If you're like me, you love to watch YouTube videos, process videos, you're on Facebook groups, you're on Instagram, following your favorite scrapbookers and watching your favorite videos, and you see somebody like start a series or do a series or plan a project and it looks so fun that you want to do it too. And then you see another person doing a different series or another project and that looks fun too, and you want to do that too. So, you want to do all the things, but realistically, some of us can't do all the things all the time, so we kind of have to be selective. And the problem that I've been running into is I'm thinking about all the things that I want to do, that I've seen somebody else do, that I'm not focusing on the things that I actually spent my hard-earned money on. Classes, crop and create, projects, album kits that I bought, and I'm just not focusing on that. So to kind of help with that, I bought a simple notebook that I had, and I just started making a list. See, now here's full transparency. Crop and create from November of 20, and I've done 2 of the things of the part of the classes. 2. One double layout, one single layout. That was over a $200 event. And I haven't done but 2 things. So I went through the classes and kind of wrote out what all the events were, the layouts that you should make, and created a little box by them. And then as I do them, I'm going to check them off. And, here's crop and create in April. I've started some of these items, haven't finished them. I've got one I did, the make and take that I finished. But, so that's what I want to really focus on. It's just hard when you see all the fun stuff everybody's doing. And you want to join in on the fun. That's natural. But I've really got to work on focusing on the things that I paid for first. So that was my little talk. So let's move on to the layout. And what I wanted to talk about this layout is I had took some photos from Mother's Day, this past Mother's Day. I went to church with my mom, and I had recently gotten this on clearance at Tuesday morning, and I thought, I'm going to use this line with those photos. Perfect. Printed my pictures out, pulled this line out, and the blues were way off for me, because this is more like a teal aqua, and my photos had like royal blue, and for me, I just didn't really care for that. So the next line that came into mind that I had was Oh Happy Day by Cartabella, and this had some of the, it's kind of a purpley blue, and then there's a blue in it, and I thought this is what I need to use. So I kind of mixed a little bit of this, not very much because I'm not good at that, Forward with Faith by Echo Park in with this Oh Happy Day by Cartabella, and here is my final layout. Now this layout is a scrap lift, because that's what I do. I'm a scrap lifter, because I don't like coming up with my own designs. I don't enjoy that process. Is from Coley Bing, who is on the design team for the scrap room, and she did a layout based off of one of their jump start sketches, and she switched it up, and I really liked what she did, which was basically your photos down here and then just a layer of stuff above it. So I scrap lifted her. Thank you, Nicole, for this wonderful idea. But here's my finished layout. So basically what I did was used that Oh Happy Day by Cartabella for most of my papers. And it is a little busy, is a little busier than what I would normally do, but it just kind of took a life of its own. Once I got started with all these different florals in it, and then you got these little florals here and the polka dots, and but some of the pieces came from the Echo Park line, which was this cut apart, this background black with the white polka dot, this little butterfly, and this strip of pink right here, this border strip. And then, did I say this cut apart? And when I seen this cut apart, I knew I had to use it because I had this picture of my mom in the lobby of her church, and then it has this quote, "She is more precious than rubies." So I had to use that next to this picture of her. And this is the church that we used to go to when I was young. I went to this church as a child, and this is the exterior of the church, which looks nothing like it when I went there. They have since, you know, did a whole remodel of the church and rebuilt the whole sanctuary part. But the one thing they did keep were these stained glass windows. These were in the original church. And what I'm going to do for my journaling is I have this little card right here, a little tag that I'm just going to slide in, which is going to be kind of hard, you know, once it's in a page protector. But I didn't, you know, to pull out, but I didn't really know where else to put it. I didn't want to tuck it in up here because then it would interfere with the title. And so I guess, you know, if somebody really wants to read it, they'll just have to kind of slip their hand in and pull it out. But what I plan on journaling about, you know, obviously going to church, meeting my mom at church for Mother's Day. But it's more kind of a story for myself, because what I'm going to journal about is when I was sitting there waiting for the service to start, and I'm looking at the windows, and I thought, you know, I spent a lot of time staring at these stained glass windows, because basically they go down the side of each side of the church. There's no window. The windows are all stained glass, so you don't see outside. But you know, when I was young, we used to go to children's church, and then I got too old for children's church, so we had to sit in big service, and sometimes, you know, got a little bored. You know, you're a child and you're sitting there listening to a sermon, and I spent a lot of time studying, staring at those stained glass windows. So that's why I took a picture of it, because that's basically the story that I want to tell. As far as the layout goes, you know, I cut some banners, I used some of the tags, and I didn't cut a hole into these and add any twine or anything, because I thought it's just busy enough as it is, and I didn't want to add any more busyness to an already busy layout. And I cut out this, fussy cut out this floral, and just kind of tucked and built it and added a few stickers on there, and that's pretty much my layout. Oh, I took a strip of this red and added it here and here, and then Okay, gotta love it when your video cuts off after 10 minutes because my phone gets too hot. So, but what I was saying was to add I added my title here along this strip to kind of anchor it down, and I added this sticker, and that is pretty much my layout. And I just want to say thank you for watching, and I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.